Another one I like to talk about today is product focus. When I say focus, it's just meaning that you're taking one product and you're becoming very hyper-focused on making that the best product it can be. When I first started, as you know, I wasn't educated in this and I didn't know what I was doing, and I decided, I need to make every product. Well, it's not necessarily true, because making more products doesn't make you more successful, but being hyper-focused on a product makes you better at that product. And at this time and day and this age, you have to be extremely focused on that product or that service. So, like I said, when I first started, I wasn't really hyper-focused. And I think that that's really something that I've kind of learned with age, is to really focus on something. And I'm saying, when I say focus, I mean really take the time to say, why is this better than everybody else's, and hyper-focus and make it not only quality better or the price better, because price is not everything. Obviously, you can beat prices on a lot of things, but quality is really number one, and being unique in it. So I know that it's, and also making one product, you can go a little bit deeper on that product. So let's just say, instead of having 60 different t-shirts, you're only having 4 or 5 t-shirts, and you're getting better margins on it because you're producing a deeper number of quantity, and quantities obviously dictate price. So that's one benefit of hyper-focusing on 2 or 3 products, or in the narrow space, is because you do larger volume of that, you get better discounts on it as you're building it. So not only do I feel there's better margins, but I think you can really find your customer if you really focus. If you're just throwing a paintball, like a shotgun approach, and you're throwing stuff up and saying, we're gonna shoot from here to here, that's not always the best case. It might be something you can narrow down after time, but typically I try to say, find a category or find a product and be super focused on that particular one. I know, like, just because you're successful in one product doesn't get you the successful rate in the other products. And I know it's one of those things where sometimes you just want to throw stuff out there just to see if it sticks, but sometimes you don't do it as well if you're not as focused on that one thing. So this is one of the things I kind of tell people all the time, is find that niche and find that product or that service that you can do better than anybody else, and that you feel that it's got space, that you can run with. And you might have some other ideas in the back of your mind of how to expand on it, but don't do that yet. Just take your time. It's little baby steps of letting things out. It's always like, what's the latest, greatest thing? Let's do this. But you also want to make sure that you're maximizing every step you're taking and utilizing. So if you give all the bells and whistles and like, wait, I have no more things to think about, well, you'll figure more things out. But it's nice just to literally let them out, roll off, and see what the customer does, come back, do it again, make it better. And like any product that I've worked on, the first time, the second time, the third time, it takes years before they really get honed in where it's the perfect product, or what you feel is the perfect product. And that's the nature of the business. It just takes time. So product focus is really important. And I think if you take your time on your product, and you focus on it, I think you'll be fine. And that's one of the things. Don't do the shotgun approach. Focus on something very narrow and do it really well. Thanks.